Hey everyone, Lone Wolf Jedi here, and there's one thing I forgot to mention in the previous video is that I'm in. If you don't watch, if you're one of the people that watch my fake content but don't watch my Honkai content, this past weekend I did not record any of my gameplay footage, my chapter 30 gameplay footage. That's because I did a reaction to the latest animated short because of you. My God, that was so beautiful. I really want hair Shirley now. Anyway, and I also that was a Saturday video. The Sunday video, I just showed that on my alternate Steam account, I pull Vilvi. Vilvi is the latest character that's being introduced. That was introduced in 5.9. However, my main account, I am saving for Hair Shirley because Hair Shirley is coming out in 6.0. Anyway, but I made those two videos despite being sick with a cold. I caught a cold at when I was at work on Wednesday last week. I took Thursday and Friday off. If you're hearing something rattling around my mouth right now, I have a cough drop. Basically, my whole household, we were not feeling good. Of course, we all test ourselves. For you know what, and we came out negative, but we all got through it. And we did it with simple home remedies. But that's for one of my regular IRL videos. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do this. We're gonna be taking on looks like a saber. So let's get into it. Okay, if you remember correctly, we saw what happened with Edison, Tesla, and Helena. Or I think it was Team HET or whatever team that was over in during the second summer event. Is that you, Mosh? Good morning. Good. You're already up. I wouldn't mind if I come in. Good morning, Senpai. Oh. Did you sleep well last night? Are you okay, Senpai? You look pale. I just feel like I really had a really bad dream. Mosh? Senpai? As a matter of fact, I had a bad dream myself. I think it's probably because we heard that all the heroic spirits that came to Olympus from Atlantis were wiped out. I think so too. Right. Still, they did leave this hidden base for us. It should be more than functional enough for our purposes. And Musashi's here to help too, so it hasn't been a complete loss. Now that we've settled in here, we should report back to Director Gordolf. Our comm situation still hasn't improved, but at least we might not have so much interference down here, thanks to the different atmospheric magical energy levels. Foo. Thanks, Fo. Come on, Senpai. Musashi and Holmes are waiting for you. Morning, Solaria. Did you sleep well last night? Oh, if you're hungry, there's breakfast to be had over there. I'll say this about Olympus. The food here is yummy. I visited lots of different worlds back when I was alive, and as food goes, this place is easily in the top 5. Must mean civilization here has flourished to the point they can really focus on things like refining their cuisine. It's just too bad they apparently never got around to inventing udon. You really do love udon, don't you, Musashi? So do I. Ooh, a fellow udon lover, right? You just can't beat that texture. It's true. The way the noodles glide across your tongue while being delightfully chewy all at the same time, always makes me end up eating more than I intended. Oh yeah, I know servants don't technically need to sleep or eat, but just because we can go without both doesn't mean we should, if you ask me. Getting good rest helps you feel centered and focused. And a good meal, that makes you straight up happy. I mean, since we materialize with emotions and all, it'd be a waste to neglect them. Glad to see you're in good spirits, Musashi. You bet I am. I'm still me, no matter where I go or what I do. Sure, things might be kind of depressing lately, but in general, I like to smile my way through life. That's the kind of gal I was in life, and it's who I am today. Fo. Oh, morning to you too, Fo. So now we've had a chance to slow down and catch our breath, I think it's a good time to tell you what I've been up to since we last saw each other in Russia. First, just so we're all on the same page, I was able to meet up with you guys in Russia because of my unique constitution. See, I was able to wander into neighboring worlds in life. I've always thought of it as Lady Cannon's guidance. Though recently, I learned it's actually called drifting. So I think what happened was that I ended up drifting right before the world was wiped clean. When I drifted back a moment later, there was nothing left but bleached white ground everywhere I looked. At that time, I thought I'd end up on some blank slate parallel world somewhere. But after wandering around for a while, I drifted right into the snowy fields of the Russian Lostbelt. You with me so far? I think so, but something doesn't quite add up. Right, back in Chaldea, drift was recorded as something similar in nature to a race shift. So my understanding is that you could only drift to different times in parallel worlds. Yep, as a rule, my drifts always put me in different worlds, never the same one I drifted from. Before I wanted to drift back to the same world as all of you guys, I basically have to keep drifting between different worlds and hope I'd eventually get lucky. But when I drifted out of Russia, I found myself face to face with the same bleached white earth of 2020. I tried a few more drifts after that, but they all turned out the same way. While I don't always end up in the same location, I did always end up in the same world in the time period. A bit surprising at first, but I realized I basically gained a superpower, the ability to teleport across long distances. From there, I spent my days wandering around, finding off weird creatures, testing how much I could control my new ability. Then one day, watch yourself, woman. Colliding with another teleporters unheard of, even the Magecraft world. I ran into this guy who was kind of arrogant, but basically alright, and we ended up traveling together for a while. He turned to know a ton of things about things. All kinds of things. Like, he knew what kind of divine power my drift uses. What happened to you guys after Russia? I'm not sure there was anything he didn't know. Anyway, he pretty much caught me up on the whole situation. So I decided to sneak into the Atlantic Lostbelt and have you guys wait for you. Oh, I managed to drift to the Olympus easy peasy. They never knew I was there. They never knew I was here. Unfortunately, my drift only works on me, so So I couldn't bring Rogue Guy or any other heroic spirits along. They're probably going to need more help, besides just me. Should we spend more time looking for other servants? No need. Circumstances being what they are, we can be assured that a grand servant will appear in the Atlantic Lostbelt. That servant will be a much more powerful ally than you could ever hope to be. Hi there.
Who's that?
I'm sorry?
What's your name?
Michael. All right. That being said, yeah, they'll need you as well, if you want to come along. I can take you as far as Atlantic Lostbelt, but no further. The counterforce truly is nothing if not meticulous, meandering, and mean-spirited. So basically, your self-warping powers really came through. Yep, I always used to think of this tendency to drift as a problem, so I'm glad it turned out to actually be useful for once. So in exchange for no longer being able to race shift to different time periods and parallel worlds, you're now essentially able to freely teleport, at least to a certain extent. It's very impressive that you've been able to make your way into Lostbelt without embarking on a zero sail. Yep, not really sure how it works myself, but all that sounds right. So in summary, your drift ability involved jumping into the rip between worlds, then emerging into another world. I think it's safe to assume that it still works that same way, since that would explain how you were able to get past Lostbelt storm walls. The idea is that you're jumping into a higher dimension, then falling back down into a lower one. The only difference is that before, you could fall down to any number of possible destinations. But now, you're only falling back into this world, which is why you always emerge somewhere here. Yeah, exactly. Guess I can't really call it drifting anymore then, can I? Fo? What about the rogue guy? Can you tell us any more about him? I'd like to know that too. Is he the rogue figure who had heard rumors about the other Lostbelts? The one who claims to be from Chaldea? Sorry, but I can't answer that. He made me promise not to. A rogue guy from Chaldea. Can't be him, can it? Huh. Well, we'll find out who it is. Oh, man. I asked all for giving me food and shelter for a night, so I can't go back on my word. I see. At least we know he helped you, Musashi. Right, he did, didn't he? We may not know who he is, but we do know he sent you here to help us. And if it's thanks to him that we're united, he's got to be on Chaldea's side. Uh-huh. Yeah, maybe. I mean, it'd be great if that turned out to be the case. Anyway, Solari and Mosh, there's something I want you to keep in mind. He has the heroic spirits who came here from Atlantis may all be gone now, but you will still have allies here. You still had allies here willing to risk their lives for you. So while it might feel like you're fighting all on your own sometimes, you're not. You may not be able to see it, but your home world of proper human history is still here to back you up. Yeah, there's always been someone around to help us. Hearing you say that is all the reassurance I need to know you'll be all right. Fo. Huh? Fo? That's you're raring to go, Fo. That's the spirit. You're right. Motivation is the key to success, and we're gonna need all the motivation we can get so we can sell things once and for all. What? Does saying out loud scare you? Don't worry, we can do this. You guys took out 2 of the gods, but we only managed to do that because we had so many servants helping us. Not to mention they had all enhanced their spirit origins using the Olympian gods of those Kilronomia. On top of that, they had to risk everything they had, and even then, we were only just able to eke out a victory. This isn't good, Mash. You've been bit by the cowardice bug. Fool? A cowardice bug? Bugs that need to be shaken off as soon as possible. So on that note, go ahead and order next up, Mash. Huh? Go on. No need to be modest. Musashi, is this really a good idea? Luckily, you'd shake off the cowardice bug pretty easily just by getting in some exercise. It means you're doing this too, whether you like it or not. That goes for you too, Mr. Detective. Don't think I don't see you watching over there. Good grief. It would seem Eastern Samurai intuition, especially at a sword saint's level, is a frightening thing indeed. Holmes, should you be up and about yet? Oh, yes, I'm quite alright, Miss Caroline. In fact, I feel lighter on my feet now than I did before we left the border. As far as I can tell, I have recovered to the point that I may indeed engage in hand-to-hand combat once again. These medical nanomachines are truly marvelous things. Theos Kilronomia? Correct. These Theos Kilronomia, or collective mass of microscopic authority, are named after Demeter, one of the goddesses of Greek mythology. Demeter is the goddess of fertility and deity who cultivates ambrosia, a food which grants immortality. According to the mythology of proper human history, she is best known for the tale of her beloved daughter's abduction. Persephone was abducted by Hades and made the queen of the underworld despite Demeter's desperate attempts to bring her back to Olympus. Demeter Kilronomia. I remember seeing it once back in Atlantis, but... True, but the Kilronomia that were being kept here are more effective than the Kilronomia we saw in Atlantis. If we could bring some back with us to study later, I have no doubt we could. Okay, no more questions. It's time for morning training. Don't worry, Solaria. You can have breakfast as soon as it's over. Senpai? Looks like there's no getting out of it. Right, understood. This morning training seems like it'll be very different from the more simulator training I'm used to, but I'll do my best to adjust. Very well, Ms. Miyamoto, if you insist. But be warned, Balitsu is a highly versatile martial art. If you think your katana alone will grant you an easy victory, I would advise you to reconsider your tactics. Oh, I see somebody remembered to bring their trash talk. Okay, guys, call me whenever you like. My void sword is ready and waiting. Okay, so apparently I'm fighting against Musashi. Well, let's go with a double Castoria. And since it's Musashi, a saber, we're gonna go double Castoria. And not good. Let's go with a lineup and Let's switch Musashi for Scortoria. Alright, let's program the Butcher card effectiveness. Okay. What was that about? Sure hit critical up. Fudge. How long is that? Not good, not good, not good. Especially if she does that. Her ult. I mean her NP. There goes one. Alright. Yeah, not good, not a good thing right now. But alright. Okay, let's go ahead for yeah, let's just do this right now. Okay, let's see. Okay. Don't know how much damage that did, but looks like it did. Okay, not too bad. There goes Mosh. Okay. Alright, at least I can do... At least I can get that on her. Oh, fuck. She had to do that one. Forgot she did that ability. Yeah, I do that a lot. I do make that kind of mess up a lot. Alright. Let's go and do this. Let it be anybody but Tomoe. Come on, not Tomoe. Okay, good. It's on Castoria. It's fine. Remove that buff, fudge. Okay. Oh, okay, good. All right, yeah. Yeah, I don't know what's going on over there, but I'm not gonna bother asking. Okay. Yep, there you go. Bye-bye, Musashi. Okay, we're going right back to the screen. And it's going to be a no battle sequence. Probably just Musashi saying, hey, great workout, blah, 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 or some kind of stuff like that. But that'll be in the next video. Until next time, until then, it's Low Jazz saying thank you all for watching. Take care of yourselves.